To drink and ride or not to drink and ride? That is today's question. I need your guys' help. Okay guys, I thought I'd take y'all outside today. We've been shooting a lot from the gym. I've got a question about helmets. I wear a modular helmet pretty much all the time now because I really like to eat and drink as I'm riding down the road. I'm due for a new helmet. I bought the helmet I'm wearing now in about 2010 and it's getting old and the foam and everything is going bad inside of it, so I'd like to move up to a new one. But I was just kind of wondering what kind of helmets y'all wear, or that little half helmets. I've got several of those and they're great, I love them, but I wear contacts, so I pretty much stuck wearing goggles the whole time I'm wearing them, and that gets annoying to me. So like I said, I'm starting to shop now for a new helmet and looking for something in the, I don't know, under $300. I don't want to go much over that. My neighbor's dogs next door, they drive me nuts. Can't even walk down that side of the road. And you can tell by the fall, we got leaves falling everywhere here. But anyhow, like I said, just trying to figure out a new helmet. The modular I wear I love because you can raise the whole thing up and eat or drink. The only problem with it, it's a little heavier than some of the other full helmets. I wouldn't mind swapping to one of the full helmets that's not, pop up in the front. I really would miss not being able to drink something on the road. I was just curious how y'all do it. Y'all just use straws, or with the helmet I have, you couldn't even stick like a squeeze bottle or anything into it. So I'm kind of curious. I guess before I start talking to you about the helmets, this is the main reason right here. This is the Serio 3D big ass cup holder. It's the best cup holder I've ever had. It holds every drink size bottle you can just about imagine. It's a great cup holder. But one of the problems that I have is, like I was mentioning before, I like to eat and drink while I'm on the road. For years, I rode with a little half helmet. I love the half helmets, they're great. The only problem that I have is I wear contacts, and being wearing contacts, even with sunglasses on, they tend to dry out. And so I was kind of forced to wear goggles all the time when I wore the helmet. Here's the goggles I used to wear when I wore the little half helmet. And they've got the changeable lens. You can throw the tinted lens in, or the clear. I use the clear, of course, for riding in the daytime, but they work fine. But in the hot summertime, it gets kind of hot wearing these, and they tend to fog over, and there's not much lens to clean, so it gets kind of scary. But they do the trick. And that got to get old after a while, especially shifting between night goggles and day goggles. So probably about 3 years after I started riding, I bought this helmet, and I bought it on just a total whim. It's a HJC helmet. It's been a great helmet. I really can't remember now. I don't remember. Probably paid about $120 for it or something like that. It's not an expensive helmet. I've hooked up my Sena 10C to it, and it works fine and everything like that. But the padding, it's getting old. This helmet I've had probably since about 2010, and up in here starting to leave a lot of lines on my forehead. So I kind of want to move up to another helmet. They call this one a modular helmet because the whole top flips up. I think I can show you a little better over here. Here's the thing I really like about this helmet. One is you can flick up the glass and just use it as a regular helmet, or you can come in here and push a button here and flip up the whole part. This works great if you want to talk to somebody while you're riding, when you stop at stop signs and stuff like that, or if you're trying to eat or drink as you're riding down the highway. And I guess the question I was wondering is, how does everybody else eat and drink when they have the helmet that's permanent, mounted like this? I thought about going to one of those, but do you have to wait till you stop, or to use a straw, or how do you make it work? Guys, here's what I'm talking about. With a full face mask like this, is there any way to drink as you're riding down the road? I mean, I can't see any way of, besides just pouring and hope that you can make it work. And with this bike here, I can go, about 250 miles on a tank of gas, and I want to drink something along the way. That's why I like this helmet, because it folds up. I can drink or eat whatever I want to with no issues. I've been just kind of wondering, because like I said, this helmet's a little heavy, and I've seen that, the other helmets that, have the full face mask, they're a little bit lighter, and I wouldn't mind switching to one, but I really hate having to give up being able to drink on the road unless you use a straw or something. I don't really know. Let me know what y'all think, and if you have any strategies of drinking while you're riding down the road, or if you just wait till you get somewhere. But then you still have to pull your helmet all off anytime you take a break. So just let me know how y'all do it, because I got to get a new helmet soon. I swear, once you get used to wearing a full helmet like this one, it's hard to go back to little half helmets. Not saying that I don't wear the half helmet. When it's hot outside really bad, I wear the little half helmet. And sometimes I'll carry it with me and start out wearing the full helmet on the interstate. And then as I get in town or something like that, I'll swap over to the other, because the wind doesn't tend to bother my eyes as bad if I'm kind of going slow, around town and stuff like that. Interstate, it's every glass I try, they move around a little bit and lets air into my contacts. So guys, that wraps up today's video. It was kind of short. If any of y'all wear the full face helmet, send me some photos, or I start thinking about maybe with the full face that are fixed, maybe you have a little more room, or maybe it's not quite as wide as my modular, and you can actually put a drink or something while you're riding down the road. Food, I know you can kind of cram food down in there, so I know that's no real issue, but I was just kind of curious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I need some more subscribers. Trying to reach that magic 1,000. Thanks guys, until next time. I just wanted to mention, getting about due to sell my little chopper here. It's a pretty sweet little bike. Just don't have the time or the want to work on it anymore. So I'm gonna be getting rid of that in the next few weeks. I'll show y'all when I post it. And like I said, it's got all the fancy stuff. It's got the girder front end. I think it's a 9-inch over. High handlebars. I think it's a 4-inch rise in the frame. I'd have to relook. It's been a while. But it's time for this thing to go. It's got Avon tires on it. Spoke rims. I think it's 60 spokes. It's a nice little bike, and I'm going to be selling it cheap. Just going to need to get it out of the garage. Let somebody else have a project, because I've got something new in the works. I can't wait to share it with everybody.